swing. Yes, sir, it's Benny Goodman himself playing with his orchestra in the Manhattan Room of the Hotel Pennsylvania in New York City. And now I do believe Benny Goodman himself would have words with you. All right, Benny?
And now with the addition of Lionel Hampton at the vibraphones, we play Avalon. Take it, Lionel.
Because I don't want to put everybody to sleep. Oh, too late? I realize that there's not many in the club here that get into old stuff like this, but I thought it might be a little change from Shack on a Belt. You won't put this on your belt. This is a 1934 Collins 30FX transmitter. It was built by the Collins Company when they were in business for just 2 years. They started in 1932, and they started making transmitters. Art Collins had the company out in, I forget, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And this is probably one of the rarest transmitters around. It's as far as I know, there's only 2 others out there. One is owned by W5EU in Texas, and the other one is WB6ACU. And his name is Joe Walsh. He is one of the members of the rock band, the Eagles. And Joe has got plenty of bucks, and he likes to collect old boat anchors. I've corresponded a little bit with Joe on this. This transmitter actually found me. I got a call from a friend of my 2 sons who he went to school with this young fellow, and he called me and he says, Mr. Benecki, my dad passed away and he's got a bunch of junk in the garage, and thought you might like to take a look at it. If you're not interested, I'm going to bring it to the dump. So, not wanting to leave a stone unturned, I went to his garage and took a look in there, and it's true, there was a bunch of junk in there. It was a lot of stuff from the 30s, half-finished projects, a lot of parts, old parts. Most of it was just junk. And in amongst it, I spotted this Collins logo here, and the serial number and the plate on it. And I said, well, let me, take it. I had no idea what it was, no idea whatsoever. This was in September of last year that I got this. And his father was a ham for many years. He was inactive for an awful long time. And evidently this transmitter had not been on the air for years. I doubt if he even had it on the air, because when I got it, had no tubes in it, no coils, and it was in pretty rough shape. I did a search on the internet, and I came across the Collins Collectors Association website, and didn't realize what a rare find I had until I started investigating it and coming up with a couple of websites with photographs of it. It uses a 211 tube in the finder, and I'll turn it around in a little bit to let you take a look at it. No coils, no modulator. I went to the flea market up in New Hampshire and managed to buy a complete complement of tubes for it. What I'll do is pass around some photographs of the front and the rear of the transmitter. Well, you can actually see the front of it here, so you can pass around this side and one on this side. And here's a shot of the back, and here's a shot of the back. You can pass those around. When I got it, the chassis was in pretty rough shape on the power supply. And I'll pass a couple of shots of the underside so you can get an idea on how bad it really was. This is a before and after. Before on the top. And underneath, it looked like there was a fire in there around the filament transformer. High voltage is applied to the filament transformer. That's where the high voltage comes off, the center tap of the filament transformer. It looked like it had arced over and probably had a fire. A lot of the wires were burned up. So I managed to find a complement of tubes for it at the flea market. I think I paid like $50 for tubes for it. I might add, by the way, this is a fake open wire feeder. In 1934, they did not have coaxial cable. And this is what they used to feed the antennas. Most of the antennas were fed with open wire feeder. And this is a replica of what open wire feeder looks like. And also, they didn't have pilot lamps. There is not a pilot lamp on this radio. There's a the control box has screw-in fuses on it, and it has the filaments and plate and the standby. And there's a circuit in here which I still don't know anything about. I had no documentation whatsoever with it, and I could never find any documentation even on the internet. No books. All I found was a rough schematic of the power supply and the RF deck. I had to do my own. I had to make my own schematic, and I still haven't doctored it up and made it look nice. It's still in its original form, and I did that by taking the whole rig apart during the restoration, and during the restoration of the power supply. I have a schematic of the power supply. I took all the transformers off, as you could see by the photograph, labeled each lead, and drew a schematic while I took it apart, took photographs of it so that I could get it back together again. I think this will just come right down, yeah. It weighs 110 pounds, which is quite heavy. The transmitter runs this, as you see it here, it's just a CW transmitter. It covers from 1500 kc to 15 megacycles. I'll try to use the old terminology. Covers from the broadcast band to just above 20 meters. Dennis was kind in giving me some 866s, but these aren't the ones that Dennis gave me. These are newer versions. The original had the balloon envelopes on them. These are not the balloon envelopes tubes, but these are mercury vapor rectifiers. I don't know whether you guys are familiar with those or not, but they have mercury in the envelope, and you have to leave the filaments on for